Mitchell?
Upstairs.
And
TimmiT Talk.
what?
TimmiT Talk.
Are we really gonna do this? Because it's a big commitment.
You promised.
Okay. For people who don't know, what TimmiT Talk's gonna be is essentially one of us is gonna show up where the other one is, and no matter what they're doing, if they say TimmiT Talk, they have to stop what they're doing and have a TimmiT Talk where we both sit down and we just talk about what's happening or whatever things we decide to talk about inside of it. Let's do this. So essentially this channel, well, it's not going to be a channel, but this video series is going to be TimmiT Talk. Essentially where we sit down, we talk about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's right in the name. It's right there. You know what podcasts are like? It's going to be like that, but it's not a podcast.
Yeah.
And we're just going to talk about what's happening in life.
So what are we doing next?
Because this is going to be on a channel called TimmiT TV. And
well,
that
it technically you guys
already
are
is.
watching it on.
It already is on a channel called TimmiT TV. And what TimmiT TV is a channel where we're going to post tons of content. It's going to essentially be like its own TV. And inside, the specific videos and this video series are going to be their own stations that you can watch.
Really?
Yeah. So this is going to be one of those, TimmiT Talk.
But what does it make you feel like? Does it feel like your talking is important or like fear?
No. It feels like that. It feels home. TimmiT Talk feels like, come sit down and have a talk. You know, TimmiT Talk feels like, yo, it's just us, Tim, Mitt, and we're talking. By the way,
TimmiT.
That's TimmiT, Tim and Mitch, but without the CH because then TimmiT can be forward and backwards. It's really cute. So TimmiT TV is going to be like a TV essentially, but it's going to be a YouTube channel, and inside it's going to be like channels of TV channels, even though they're just videos and video series. So these video series are actually going to be like their own TV channels, and inside we're going to have like the specific videos are going to be series. Some are going to be like bigger ones, like we would call them episodes. Like for those, they're going to be like the better content we're giving, like the more like series, like the bank debt.
Oh, that'll be on episodes?
Yes, because we're going to do them right.
Because they're episodes.
And sods. The other thing we have is random. So in other words, that's going to be like small skits or sometimes series, but like very like dumb and simple series. Per month, we might post like 1 week we post an episode. The next week we post like 2 randoms. And then the next week we post like a longer thing that's in another category that I can't think of at the moment. But either way, we're going to have different categories. And then we're also going to have maybe 1 week where we do a TimmiT Talk.
Yeah.
So all of that's going to take place under one episode, or not one episode, under one channel. And it's all going to be different content. And so the TimmiT Talk is going to be essentially a behind the scenes of us doing those things and talking about it and talking about other stuff as well.
And you guys can like follow the different like stations for TimmiT Talk, episodes, whatever you want, and then we'll post the names of the videos and whatever after.
Yeah.
If you don't want to know what's going on, you don't care, you just don't click on the TimmiT Talk videos.
Yeah, exactly. You'll see TimmiT Talk.
But I know you guys all want to follow us.
Yeah. We're great. What do you have to complain about? Jeez. Grow up.
Okay.
All right, not
Thanks.
you.
I know.
But you could grow up a little bit. The next thing that's important to mention is the other things we're planning on doing. So we both right now have separate channels. Yeah. Whoosh! Maybe they're there, maybe they're not. Who knows? Who cares? So, if you want to teach your kid to share, the button is there.
I have a catchphrase too.
All right, so
that was it. Not that. Nothing.
Like they don't understand how much you just burned me so badly. All right, so we have other channels content, but most of the good content's gonna go under TimmiT TV now.
And I have another channel, and it's called Desperate for Attention.
Yeah, Desperate for Attention. Go watch.
Because I'm desperate for his attention.
And it's really great vlogs, like the best quality, way better than my channel, which is the Traveling Tim. really bad stuff. Really bad.
Oh, really?
TimmiT Talk's gonna just be us. But there's... Yeah, but... Let's start at the beginning. Alright. TimmiT TV is a channel. We have other channels as well.
What? You want to check us out? We got 3 channels in the loop, even though we're the only 2 that are, like, I guess, really doing this channel. But we got 3 in the crew, and we are the 3 best friends that anybody has ever had.
But we also have 4 in the crew for a podcast that we're probably going to start called The Boys.
And
So we got lots of
calling
things
guys.
going on. So let's get into what's going on. So first of all, we're currently already making vlogs on our own channels. I'm desperate for attention.
I'm desperate for my channel name.
The Traveling
Tim.
Tim. Not a good marketing plan. And Chris, the other of the 3 best friends, he's under the YouTube name Mother Cell. And Chris is doing way better than both of us put together.
So now that we've told you that we suck at making videos
Yep.
and that you should watch our channels, please watch our channels.
Yeah, because well, why wouldn't you? So for my channel, right now, if you like watch my videos, like they're getting slightly better. Before I was just vlogging like what was happening during the day,
Yeah.
but now I'm vlogging me actually doing things as well as like combining multiple days together, so it's a little more interesting.
Nice,
And I'm
so
gonna
cool.
start creating a little more like of fake content. In other words, like being like, oh man, I have to find this, even if I don't have to find it, and it's more of a setup thing, and then like just take you on whatever funny things I can along the way. But I also am starting something where another aspect of it is instead of using captions to show what I'm saying, I go to the captions and I essentially write in as if I'm another personality responding to myself. And it kind of like makes fun of me
Wow.
as I do things. And I'm thinking of like then in vlogs actually responding to it and having a conversation back and forth. Where do you think your channel's going right about now?
I'm trying to like kind of speed up the process of
Yeah.
filmmaking. Like I still want to get good material and pay attention to what I'm doing, and I'm trying to like kind of make a vlog already edited with the way that I talk.
So you mean like
what I
know
mean?
what you're going to say and then kind of say it in the smallest way possible so that it's not like you talking for 20 minutes about something.
Like kind of not at all, but
Okay, cool.
like
Perfect.
but more
If you want to teach your kids to share.
Like I'm also trying to get into like marketing. Not marketing, but marketing.
Oh, not marketing, but marketing.
Yeah, you know that stuff. I don't know.
No, so you mean
So
like
I'm
by
like-
marketing? Do you mean like trying to figure out ways for more people to notice your content?
No, I'm trying.
So not at all marketing.
Yes.
Cool.
So it's kind of like, I'm trying to make it look more professional.
Okay. So
So-
brand. You're trying to make it more branded.
Kind of, yeah. Like the wedding videos, I'm starting to get closer to the wedding videos,
Nice.
which is like what I wanted to do, like
Yeah, it's.
at the wedding.
Could I just say sometimes it's really hard when you're like trying to go by date, but there's some videos further ahead that you're like, I want to work on that one so much,
I know.
but you have to work on the one that you don't like as much. Oh, it's tough. Like I have to work on the wedding one. I'm like, oh, this sucks. Why can't I just go to the second wedding? I'm a jerk.
I'm trying to get the videos of the wedding posted. And that's when I started making the trailer. And the trailer was actually kind of like the annoying thing I didn't want to work on. But I ended up making a trailer and a mini trailer, which you haven't seen yet, so that I could actually put it on each one of my videos. And that's what I mean by trying to make it more professional. You know how Chris
Yeah.
has the mini video? Well, his video is kind of like his beginning is good. I like it, and it fits for like Mother Cell. But I kind of like things a bit more upbeat. Like my music is upbeat. The videos are short in the trailer, and the trailer is probably about 15 seconds, and I feel like that's stretching it because the
Yeah, it is a little bit.
30-second mark was kind of like.
See,
that's
'cause
way too much.
Even
and
Chris
then-
is like it seems to like really slow down his content. I find when you like see the clip and you're like, oh, what's this gonna be about? And it's like do 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 do.
Yeah,
but his new one looks really nice. Did you see his new one?
No, not yet. But
although it was funny because he did it where the new one was there and it was actually shorter and it looked really nice, and then his old one came on right after.
So yeah, I'm trying to add that new aspect that Chris got me into. He told me about making a trailer, like because you just basically select a video, and then it already cuts it to the length and everything. I don't know. Anyways, it was really easy to make the trailer, and it comes with the music and everything. Yeah.
So the other thing, so we have this channel that we're going to start posting stuff on really soon, which is going to be really cool. I'm going to be actually working on some comics soon, but I won't even talk about that here because it might not happen. Who knows? But also, we're thinking of starting a podcast, as I mentioned, which is why after we talked about Three Best Friends, I also want to talk about the boys or Dub Boys. I don't know which one. The
boys.
Because it's going to be me, Tim, Chris, and Sherry, Tim's aunt, because Sherry's one of the boys. And so it's going to be the four of us talking to one another because whenever we talk, like me and him are crazy enough, but once you add Chris and Sherry in there, it's insanity.
Doesn't stop. She was, I had 2 weddings. One was in France, one was in Canada.
Same person, though.
I was marrying the same person. In the wedding in France, my aunt was
one of my
groomsmen, one of my best men.
So when we had the bachelor party, she was there, and so essentially, this podcast is made up of most of the bachelor party crew. So for this podcast, we're gonna do some really fun stuff. Like it's gonna be us talking, but also we're going to like do some acapella. Like we're gonna have different segments that we come up with to make it somewhat more interesting. But also we're gonna kind of go wherever it takes us.
And we'll try to make it look comfy. Right now I'm saying like you'll probably see one once a month.
I'm going to mention one more thing, which is that I'm probably going to try doing a podcast by myself. Although it won't be by myself, like it's going to be me as the one person doing it. Yeah. But I might have certain people come in and talk, and it's going to be me like talking about current shows and movies that have come out and talking about them and that type of thing. And that's because I also want to start another channel. That's right, I have lots of stuff I'm working on. I want to start another channel called Filmosophy, which is like essentially film philosophy, and it's a play on words, and in that it's also going to have different segments. Like one is where I essentially want to talk about specific films and how like ones that people didn't like Batman vs Superman. That's one I'm currently like working on, and talking about how I think the story could make it better. But I have specific rules. Like I can't change it too much that I'm like changing entire like set pieces or the story or that type of thing. But essentially like it's going to be working on different areas of content that have to do with film and theorizing about it. Film theory. Right now in life we have some complications. He just got married. That's really big complication.
For what?
The fact that you're not always free. You are kind of currently living in Ottawa. So is your brother at times. I need to find a job.
Batman.
Right now, you're going up to Ottawa on Friday. And how long are you going to be up there, do you think? Forever?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. We're not doing the podcast.
Forget about it.
Podcast has been canceled.
In fact, TimmiT TV is over.
TimmiT TV is over before it started. But we'll still do these.
We'll still
TimmiT Talk.
post this video.
But yeah, so he's going to go up to Ottawa for a while. When you get back, I don't care what you're doing. I'm going to show up and do a TimmiT Talk. And then we're going to do a podcast. But back on track. I am looking to get a job. I'm thinking of working on the hill in Niagara Falls and going to different businesses and talking to them about making commercials for them. Because I just finished 4 years of film school, so I know what I'm doing a tiny bit. Although, apparently not. And that would be really cool to do because I have stuff to offer them. Like I could get to know their business, get to know what their brand is, and essentially come up with a commercial that essentially sells their brand to people. So hey, if you're looking. But also, I might work with a friend of Tim's. I won't say his name, but I might work with him just to get some money so that I can actually live somewhere. And hopefully, that happens soon.
A friend. Oh, you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were talking about.
Oh no!
Okay.
I do want to work for as far as the commercials go, but I'm talking about for right now to make sure I get some money.
Everybody's like, what?
But also, there's I also need to contact.
You're bigger than me.
I also need to contact about making his commercial and about doing the thing for him and figuring out what that is. Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh.
Oh my goodness.
The reason why I want to go for the work of looking on the hill for people who want commercials made, and also like people I know who might be interested in commercials made, as well as perhaps are working for, is because that would be kind of like part-time work. Like it's not like something I'm held to of these are your hours that you have to work 8 hours a day and that's it, because that doesn't give me any freedom and I won't be able to do anything. And this way, at least I know that if I need it, I can be like, oh, hey, I'm going to do this for an hour. Or be like, oh, I can't work today because I'm going up to Ottawa. But what are you doing right now in your life? Work.
I'm moving up to Ottawa. Been moving up to Ottawa. And my parents surprised me and my wife, with building us a little house. And I know that sounds like a lot,
And it was.
and it was. And we're going back to Ottawa on Friday to kind of move up there kind of permanently. So I'm trying to get construction work, and
Nice.
there might be a photography job.
I should look into that a little bit. My brother's getting married. I'm probably going to be the one taking pictures at his wedding.
You should ask him for a lot of money because it's easier to overcharge your family.
I was actually, literally, I sent a message because Michelle was like, or Mitchell could be your photographer, he. And I, like, because we had a Facebook thing between the three of us. And I was like, because she showed someone who was, she was like, oh, you could hire this person. And they're charging like $500. And I was like, I'd only charge you half of that. And then I was like, although, like, I'd probably be guilted into doing it for nothing. Because my mother literally was like, but he's your brother, so you could just do it for him for free as a present. And I'm like, Mom, they told me in film school not to do anything for free. Were you saying construction work or just that type of work?
Construction, because there's this company that does windows and door installations.
Mm-hmm.
And so then they need someone to take the door and install it. Like, I know how to finish it, but I didn't actually get paid to finish any jobs. My boss had me do almost everything. I screw like this, whatever this is,
A wall?
plasterboard.
Ah.
But, like, you need, like, certain kinds of special tape, and you need to get, like, this special stuff that goes on the wall, and then you need to let it dry, and then sand it, and then you need to prime it, and then paint it, and then paint it again, and then it's, like, there's a whole lot of, I have no idea that is, like, because it also depends on the house you go to. So, to be honest, that job sounds like it takes a lot of specialty. If that works out, that's cool. I don't want an actual job, though. I like going by bill, like, job by job.
I like job security, and he likes being able to choose his jobs.
I don't like the same thing.
That's fair.
I like figuring out things, and if there's nothing new in my life, then there's nothing in my life.
While we're apart and we're, like, talking about ideas and writing things, what we should try doing is once a month planning to get together to work on it, and then literally spending like a day or two or maybe 3 filming all of those things, and then editing them together so that we can post that all throughout the next month, and then post the whole thing at the end of the month together. And during that month, while we're still editing, we work on the next thing when we can get together. That way, instead of like getting together once a month and only working on one of those, and then having to like wait more months to do it, we try to like get everything done in that time period.
It's going to be a lot of learning experience.
It's true.
And it might take a lot longer.
I think we can do it, especially because I will. But it's difficult for me when you're like, oh, let's make a video right now. Because on the spot, I know that I can't give my best effort because I haven't prepared. I'm like Batman. If I have preparation time, I can do anything.
So, We talked about the future. We're done now, right?
Yeah,
So how do we end the video?
that's something we didn't actually talk about, did we?
This is TimmiT Talk, where Tim and Mitch talk.
We're signing out.
See you on the other side
When we come to your house.
to talk.